Hello friends, how are you doing? In the last part, we saw how we can add content to the website, and we created a normal page about and what we do a section page. Um, and we took a look at templates in a very simple way, but now we'll go into a bit more depth about templates and Terra template language of Zola. So we'll start by modifying our home page, and for that we have to modify the template which is rendering the home page. And we'll start with the navbar. As you can see, this is the default navbar that we get with the Deep Thought theme, and we want to change, or we want to add our logo here besides our name itcrazy. So for that, we need to first search the template which is rendering the navbar that we see here. So let's go into our project. This is the directory structure, and since our template is coming from our theme, we'll go to our themes and then Deep Thought, the directory, and then templates. Okay, we saw this last time as well. We had page and section HTML which we were using, and we copied this over to our templates and named it something else so that we can use it in places that we don't want the bar that we had. But now we'll we will learn more about these templates and how it works. So first, in Zola, um, for Zola to work, it will need at least 3 templates. It will look for 3 templates with the names as index.html, section.html, and page.html. Last time we saw that page.html was responsible for rendering normal pages like the about, and the section.html was responsible to render the listing pages like this one. So the third one, which is the index.html, this is responsible for rendering your home page or your main page where that you'll see when you visit your website. So we are interested now in homepage, so we'll go into index.html. We'll open it and we'll look for navbar if we can search here, and you can see that there's nothing. There's navbar is not present here. It's just some uh, header and a section block. But uh, look closely. This syntax, this weird syntax with curly braces, percentage, and then in between something, that is Terra templates, and Terra allows you to extend other templates. So basically, index.html is extending from base.html, and then you are overwriting some blocks. So these blocks are present in base.html, and you are overwriting these blocks and adding some content of your own. Okay, and we'll understand more when we will overwrite our block, which is navbar for us. So let's first open base.html, and it's in the same location as index.html. We'll open it, and now you can see that there is more HTML here. It has a head tag, it has meta, link, etc., etc., and it is also mixed with Terra template language as well, which allows you to write if else normal programming syntax. We'll take a look at them as well. Let's first search for navbar, and we'll scroll down. There is a script tag. The head is ending here, and then you can see there's a body tag. And inside body, the first tag that we see is the navbar. Okay, and it's inside a block called navbar. And this is responsible for rendering our navbar in our website. Let's for us to add our image or the logo of itcrazy here, we need to change this navbar. But as we saw last time, we don't want to directly change in the themes template, because if you change here and then if you want to update your template, your theme, when you update, your changes will be lost. So there's a better way of extending and modifying your themes template. All you have to do is create your own template with the same name as base.html. So we'll go back to our directory, website directory, and then there is templates here. And here we can create a new file called as base.html. Okay. And now we only want to change, or we only want to add some content to navbar. We don't want to change anything else, the other parts that we see here. So Terra allows you to extend a template and then change some part of it. So we'll say extends, and then we have to give the path of the template that we want to extend. So this is the syntax for extending a template, and we have to give a path. So it is deep, and the path should start from themes or from your templates directory. So we don't have it in our templates directory, but we have it inside the deep thought theme. So we'll give deep thought slash templates slash base.html. So we are extending the this file base.html in our templates base.html. So we'll get all the contents which are present in base.html, and if we run it like this and will not change anything, just run it. And if I go back to, yeah, it's running, and if I refresh, nothing will change because we just extended it, but we did not make any changes to it. It is as it is. That it is just a copy of this base.html that we have right now. Now let's try to change something, and we'll change the navbar. So we'll say block navbar, and this should be exactly same as the block defined in base.html. And if we search for navbar here, you can see there is a block navbar thing, and we want to define the same thing here. And each block will have a name of its own, and it should start with block and end with end block. So you have to give this. So in between, whatever changes or whatever thing that you add will be added to the to this part. So this part, basically, if I can move it to top here. So if I add something here, this nav tag or this part inside the end block and navbar block will be replaced. Suppose I'll leave it as empty and save it. If we go back, you can see that the navbar is gone because we have overwritten the block with an empty string. We have nothing inside it. So, but we don't want to remove it. We want to have the same navbar, but we want to add the image. So let's copy the nav from here. We'll select the whole nav tag, copy it, go back and paste it here. If I save again, it should come back and with no changes because we just copied it. Okay, now we want to add our image here. So we have to change this tag that you see here. It's a link tag, and this tag is showing your title here, and you can see it has a href as something, and this curly braces that you see, it's Terra's syntax of adding variables or using variables. So these variables, we saw that they were defined in config.toml. If you want, we can open it as well, and you can see we have the top two variables as base URL title, and here you can use it as config.base URL and config.title. So in Zola, to use variables from config, you have to start with config and then use them. So we want to change this tag, right? I'll just copy it and paste here. Sorry, and paste here. So what I'm doing is keeping the same link tag and just replacing the content of the link tag with the same title, but adding an image along with it. So it's a HTML syntax of adding image, and we are also using a variable here again, and we will be using avatar as our variable, right? How the variable is used, you can see that it says config.extra.author.avatar. The reason for that is if you go to config.toml, you can see these variables are the main variables which are part of Zola, and you can directly use saying that config dot and then the name of the variable. But the variables under extra, you have to use them as config.extra. Okay, and then we again have extra.author. So this becomes a new section inside extra. So you have to use the variables inside author by saying config.extra.author.name or avatar. Okay, so that's why we are using it like this, config.extra.author.avatar. And we'll save this. Let's go back. You can see our logo is now coming up here. We just have some CSS and HTML to make it appear in this format here. uh, will we will even make it better in future. That will be just normal CSS and HTML. So that is how you can extend part of your index HTML or of your base HTML and make changes to your template.
Now, just as we customized our navbar, we will customize some more content on our homepage. We will change the text that is appearing here, our team is specializing in. And for doing that, we'll have to follow the same steps. That is, we'll first check where exactly is this text coming from. We'll first check our index.html and see if it is coming from there. And we can go into our themes and then into the index.html. First, we'll go and we'll check. And yep, we can see there is a block content. If you see the same, this is the same block, same type of block that we saw for navbar. So a syntax provided by Terra, and inside that block you can see there is some content, and it is inside a variable defined by double curly braces, opening and closing, which we just now showed you. So section dot content, if we see now from where this variable is appearing, this section dot content, so for that we have to see the Zola's default variables, and content is one of the default variable provided by Zola, and it is a special type of variable where if you remember, we had told you that inside our content variable, if we sorry, inside our content directory, if we create underscore index.md page, so this represents our main page or the home page content that we want. So if you go inside this underscore index.md page, we see some text, some markdown written after the triple pluses. So if we see a team specializing in, then we have a building websites and etc. So all this, whatever is there outside of this triple pluses, is treated as content, and it appears or it gets saved into the content variable, which we can directly use by referring to it. So if here we see section dot content, then this content will contain entire thing that we have inside our content that is outside of this triple pluses. And this section is because it is an underscore index.md, so it is referred as directly section because it's a home page and it's a section page. Therefore it is section dot content, and it is a variable, therefore the double curly braces. Now if we see there is something written after the content, that is it is a pipe and written as safe. So what this does is, if we just remove this and check our website, what happens is you will get to understand what exactly it is used for. So we have removed the safe. Now if we check our website, we can see at first we had the content displayed properly, but now we have the entire HTML rendered as text. So if you see, there is an h2 tag, there is id, there is ul, li, etc. All these are HTML parts, but this is rendered as text. So to tell Zola that it is safe to render this HTML, you have to give pipe space safe. So what this pipe space safe will do is it will tell Zola that it is safe to render this content in whatever form it is coming. So if it is coming as an HTML form, it is safe to render this. And if we add the safe and again we check the website, we'll see that we have the text properly as list items and headings and text as well. Now we will change this. For that, again what we have to do is we have to override this content block, but as you already know that we don't override it in our main theme page. What we do is we go to our website templates. For that, we'll navigate to our website and then the template, and inside that we will create a new file which is index.html. So we'll create the same file. Just as we wanted to extend the base HTML, we created a base HTML page. The similar way, we'll extend the index.html page by creating an index.html page inside our theme, inside our theme, inside our template directory. So index.html will create, and inside that, what we'll do is we will extend the index.html of our theme. So for that, again the syntax will be curly braces percent, and inside that we will extend our themes index.html page. So it is deep thought. So starting from the theme folder, deep thought slash, and then templates, and then the index.html. So it tells that we want to extend this page from our theme, and below that, what we will do is we will create our block which displays the content. So in this case, the block is named as content. You can have any name to your block. The names are not specific, or names are not default names. You can have any. So you can have block xyz, you can have block text, block folder, anything that you want you can name. So after the block, it is the name of the block. So inside this, now we will, if we just render this, like if we just save this and if we serve it, we can see what happens. Just as we saw with the navbar, we can see it appears as blank because we don't have any content inside this. So what we'll do is we'll add some cards and some text inside this, just because we want our website to be displayed in a specific way. We'll add our own content. So this is nothing but just simple divs and classes and etc. This is simple HTML. You can add any HTML that you want, but we are adding two cards, three cards for us. And if we just save it and render it, we can see we have a progress bar, as we had added a progress bar, and we have three cards with text appearing in each card. So first text appears as hello world, and there is foo bar, and then third column. So this is nothing but plain HTML, simple HTML. You can have any HTML that you want, but we wanted a progress bar and three cards, so we have added progress bar and three cards. If we just see our HTML file one, index.html file once again, we can just see that inside our block content we have this. So if we just again navigate to our themes, I'm just repeating myself, that if we again navigate to our themes index.html, we can see that the content block has something else, but just because we have overridden it in our index.html template, it is showing what we have in our theme, in our website's template. So the you can notice here that the order of uh, displaying is, first Zola will check your templates directory and see if it has the pages and the blocks that it wants. And if it finds, it will use those blocks. And if it does not find those blocks, then it will navigate to your themes directory and search for its default templates and default blocks, and then it will render it that way. Now in the same way, we will add some more HTML and CSS structure to our homepage, and let's see how it will look. And this is how it looks. It We have changed the image, and also the text. We have added a different image to it, and we have also added some cards, two cards showing our own faces, and a progress bar above that as well. And it is nothing but just change of or addition of extra HTML and CSS. If we look at our index.html page, we can see there is another block named as header. So there was this block in the themes index.html. We have, if we just go to themes index.html, we can see there is this headers block. So we have, as we have extended this HTML page, we also override, we also have overridden this header block, and we have changed it to what we just saw. And also below we have added two cards. It is just simple HTML, and added our own images as well. And yep, this is how you can extend any template anywhere, and also override the blocks inside it. So if you have to build a website like this, you can really use this power of blocks and extending, through which you don't have to rewrite your codes again and again. You just define blocks, and then you can change it in different pages wherever you want. And now if we check our index.html page, we can see that we have directly added the content inside our HTML page only. So content means we have added the text and images directly inside our HTML page. So here in the new templates that we have added, we have not used or harnessed the power of Terra template engine and Zola. So in the next part, what we will do is we will modify or change our templates in such a way that we will use the power of Zola and Terra templates to enable us to change the content without changing anything in our HTML page. So using just MD files and config files, we'll be able to change the content that we want inside these pages. And that's what we are going to look in our next video.